Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes vlog. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I've got from our friends at 49 and Market, Vintage Artistry Everyday Collection. This is a beautiful collection with a natural theme to it. Let me start off with, well, let's see. You get these 2 sheets of washi strips, and this is what those look like here. I've already used 1.5 of the sheets here, but they come, you know, we know what washi tape is, but these are already pre-cut strips. If I can get it off here, like this, just peels right off, and has beautiful patterns with flowers and stripes and newsprint on it. Get 2 sheets of those. You also get the Everyday Essential Rub-Ons. There's 3 sheets of those, and they're just really, really beautiful. It's got this newsprint, botanical print, some sentiments and greetings words there. And it's also got our little craft stick, popsicle stick, which we use to apply those with. We've also got the 6x6 size of the collection pack. Here's one I've opened, and you can see it's just got gorgeous, opened it upside down. Here we go. It's got gorgeous papers, front and back here. And there's 5 different double-sided papers, and you get 3 of each. So pretty. I love this one. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Got a definite sort of a mixed media look. And there's also a sheet of like cutouts in here too. There we go. There's 2 sheets of cutouts. Gorgeous. And then you've got the 12x12 collection, which are the same, except instead of cutouts, they've got these die cut punch outs on them. I even love that the strip here with the little UPC code on it, turn it over, and it's got like an extra little piece that you can use as a border. Gorgeous. Look at the polka dots. And I love that botanical print. Beautiful. And then we get here, and we've got 2 sheets of die cut images. There's lacy border pieces right here, and there's 2 on this one, and then 1 on this one. Got frames, folders, beautiful, beautiful stuff. So let's get right to it, and I'm going to show you what I did with these. So this first one is a Slimline Card. You can get these at Paper Wishes. They're 10 to a pack. They're already pre-cut, pre-folded, and they come with a coordinating envelope, so you don't have to try to source that yourself. For this one, I used the 6x6. And I used a piece of 6x6 paper here, cut it a little bit smaller so that I had a nice border. Then I just used a scrap of paper down here, used a strip of my washi tape right here, used one of my rub-ons. It says Beautiful Moments. Here's another rub-on butterfly. I took another one of these little die-cut butterflies, or cut-out butterflies rather, from the little cutout sheet that's in here. And I just put a little piece of foam tape on that so it had a little bit of a lift. And then I used this pack of gold and silver ribbons to put a pretty little gold ribbon on there. So that one was quick and easy to do, actually. And here's another card. This one I used the 12x12 format. This is a 5x6.5 inch card, and I used some of those lace die cut pieces here. I used one of these frame die cuts. I can find these on here. I used this frame die cut, put that there, and then some of the rub-ons. I used the Forever rub-on and the Love You rub-on. These 2, this actually is 1 piece of like a sprig, die cut sprig here of leaves. I put that right here, and then foam tape a little butterfly, and then I used one of these cute little birds. Here we go, this little die cut bird right there, and foam taped that. And then I added a little piece of torn washi tape. I just put a piece of torn washi tape here, here, and here. Okay, so it gives the illusion that it's tacking that down, although everything is actually glued down. using the Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue. And everything is nice and tidy and kept in a place. So I thought I would put together a card. Oh, nope. First I'm going to show you the page. I was like, where's that other page? Then I did a 12 by 12 page. This one had lots of layering going on here. So show you what I started with my first piece. There's this wonderful piece right here that's die cut, and it's just layers of papers and pages, so I didn't have to do that part. And I glued that down first. Then I took this frame right here, this die cut frame piece, if you can see that, that's folders, and I glued a 4x6 photo behind that. Glued that right there. There's an extra tab in here. I just glued that on the top, and then foam tape. Take your time growing up. Finish that little sentiment. And then tucked under, before I actually glued this down, I wrapped it with some twine. So here's my jute twine pack. There's some navy blue twine. Glued that on. It also took some strips of paper. We all have strips when we're card making or scrapbooking that we have left over, and I just cut some notches in these and glued those right under. This one right here that has sort of that check pattern on it was actually taken from here. It's one of the borders that I was talking about, and I just cut little notches in that. So that's kind of layered and extending from below the photo. I used my washi tape here, here, and here. And then I added some of those botanical pieces. Where are those? So I've got some of my botanical pieces here, and I glued those down. And then I get to play with some flowers. So I added, this is from 49 Market. These are Country Blooms flowers, and this color is Storm. It's kind of got a gray blue tint to it. So I put one here and here. And then I also love the Pixie Petals. This is mint, and I added some of the mint here. Foam taped another one of those die cut butterflies. And then it was all done. It was all put together. Took no time at all because all the pieces are die cut, and the only cutting I actually did was on my little strips there. So really fun and easy to put together. So now I am going to show you how to put together a card using the different elements here. So this is from the 12 by 12 cover, actually. The cover on this pack has patterned paper, kind of this swirly paper on the back of it. Nice white. So I'm just utilizing that cover because waste not, want not. And I've got a this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. Get my glue. I've cut my cardstock here. I should mention that these are cardstocks and not paper. It's a really nice weight. I'm going to glue that right there so it has a nice little white border around the card. And then I've got this great frame that's a die cut piece. And I was like, the minute I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to use that on a card, but it would be awesome on a scrapbook page as well. Right there. And then I wanted to use some of these pieces that are rub-ons, and there's this one right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of a frame piece itself. So I want to put that down first. And here's a little tip for you when you're doing rub-ons. Sometimes I think, oh, I don't need to cut it out from this whole sheet. I can just sort of rub on that little piece. But if there's any pressure, once this backing is taken off, if there's any pressure put on these, it will stick to the paper. So just take the time, cut it away from the rest. Don't try to save time like I did because I was really irritated with myself. Okay, now I want to cut out the center piece, so I'm just going to try to stab this without using my X-Acto knife. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to cut out the center part because I don't need that and I don't want to ruin it. I love rub-ons. They were popular years ago and they've been brought back in just such a better way. They're better and they're just more unique, and I love the layering of them. All right, so we're going to save these pieces. I've got my frame. So what I want it to look like is kind of like that, right? So I'm going to just place this right here. And I've got my craft stick / popsicle stick. And what is great to know about these is, even though I'm really dealing with like white on white or beige on white here, you can tell that when I'm rubbing over the rub-on, plastic side up, it will sort of release itself and it changes the color. And that's how you know if it's really stuck. And there's another thing that you can do. Once you have attached it, when you start to peel it up very slowly and kind of peek under it and see if you missed any spots. And then you can always just lay it back down and give it another try. It's very forgiving. Yep. For sure, need to add a little bit more rubbing there. Okay, so there we go, it's transferring. So from here on, I'm just going to start transferring like this. I'm going to go a little bit at a time. So I'm going to see if you can see this. Whoops. How it's darker here and lighter here, and you can see that that's how it's already released. I'm just going along and rubbing in smaller spots. Almost done. Oops, I missed a spot, so I'm just going to lay that back down and go over that. There you go. All right, we got it. Okay, so always check which is the top and the bottom of your card. Sometimes I don't know if you've ever done this where you turn your card and you keep going and then, oh, it's upside down. Maybe that's just me. Get so excited. Okay, so you should also see here, there's some little like tabs. If you can see them, there's those little tabs on the punch outs. I like to just take my little scissors. You could also just take an emery board and just skiff it and sand it a little bit. Or you can just take your finger and go like this and just lay those down. And I like to do that because I find that my project looks a little shaggy when I'm done if you don't take care of those little tabs. And that's just annoying. You went to all that work. All right, so now we're going to lay this down right there. And now I'm going to bring out, also from 49 Market, these are Parchment garden petals, and they have all kinds of things in there. They have these little twigs and flowers, and I've cut these down a little bit. Okay, and I've also taken one of those little strip UPC pieces. This one had the Good Life on it, so I cut that down and put a little dovetail notch in that as well. So that's going to go in there. And then I've got these little botanical pieces here. And I've also got a little piece of twine. And what I did is I just took 2 links and held them together and just tied a bow. Okay, so we're going to start by just layering these little twine pieces, or really these little die cut pieces. I want to go outside the frame a little bit. You know, don't want to keep it too symmetrical. Go, just layering that frame. I've got this nice, I have no idea what kind of plants these are. Maybe some of you can tell me in the comments. I decided years ago I'm really not an outdoor girl. I'd rather stay inside and craft. All right, so now we've got this large flower here, beautiful parchment. I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to take these pieces that give a little more dimension. Right there. Actually, I think I'm going to go this way. There. There. And that's too long, so I'm going to push that down. Okay, so those are going to take a second to kind of attach and dry. You just don't need to make sure everything is connecting. Okay, and we're going to take this little Good Life piece. We're going to put it down here, I think. And I like to keep the edge even on the right side. Now we've got a little bird right here. So we're going to have him kind of sit on a little branch right there. And then we've got our little bow. And I'm going to tuck that to extend out from under that flower. There we go. All right, so as you can see, really fast to put together because of these pieces are die cut. The rub-ons have this beautiful texture to the card, and it's great to just utilize these extra pieces like the back of the cover. So you guys, we've got a great money saver on this whole collection. If you're watching us on our vlog page at paperwishes.com, then go ahead and just look to the right-hand side, and you will see the photo marked vlog, and just click on that. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then look below this video in the description box to the link to this money saver for this collection. And there's also a link to paperwishes.com. You can find lots more goodies and lots of fun things to play with. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you next time.